boom, boom.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Rise and shine.
I'm the leader of the Repeal the 19th.
I think it was awesome. Sorry, whoever's offended by that concept, I don't care. I thought it was awesome.
Because we have a tendency to think that way around here.
My nigga.
Y'all the ones bringing this stuff in here, but I'm the poster child for it.
Where are you from, bro?
Oh, I'm from Tennessee.
Oh, that's a sick accent, bro. I haven't heard that before. That's awesome, dude.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
And you're trying to get a controversial statement out of me. But
Come after me! I'm a man!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportsmix.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. Here's what we got planned for today. We got college football rankings out, second to last rankings. Boy, oh boy, is Cricket nervous about his Vols. We're going to get into that. We got some NFL news to talk about as well. I've got some competition bracket pools, a little fantasy one that I need Cricket's advice on, and yours as the chat, your guys' advice on. It's an interesting one this week. So we're going to talk about that. I hit a huge parlay last night. That was nice. And then we've got Benny coming on from the Chargers from the World Highlight League. We're going to be talking about playoff highlights we got this Friday, the mindset, how he's prepping for it, all that good stuff and more. Plus, Heavy Steps is going to be joining us here soon. But before we get into all of that, Cricket, how we doing this morning, bud?
I'm all right, man. I think your mic is doing something funny. Chat, does he sound different? Turn that gain down a little bit, man. I think it does. It is kind of.
Is it a little hot? Is it a little hot?
It was a little hot. Yeah, turn it down just a little. Yeah.
I was trying to stay back a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm not.
How's that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Chat, help me out, man. How does he sound normal? Does he sound normal? You threw me off. I wish you wouldn't even have told me anything because I probably wouldn't even have noticed. Now I'm just like looking for something wrong with it.
You don't even want to help.
No, there it is. That sounds a little better, man. Sounds a little better, but I'm all right.
I did pick up my voice a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds
I'm a little pumped up. I'm a little fired up this morning. All right.
I'm a little excited, man.
I'm not
nervous.
Up.
I'm not nervous about the CFP rankings, man. I don't care.
Yeah, you are. Okay. Now look at this. Look at this, Crick. We're gonna get into that here in a second, but look at this. Look at this. I'm a little pumped up. I think you'd have a little extra pep in your step this morning too if you woke up to this surprise. You see this? God, I was on fire yesterday.
What'd you do?
Let's go.
Is that NBA?
It's an NBA and hockey parlay. A little cross-board action.
God, dude, listen to this, okay? Patriot comes in, pumped the brakes yesterday, and he gives us a little money line parlay. Avalanche.
Yeah, Steps told me he tailed it.
Avalanche, Panthers, so did I. I did too. And bro, the Avalanche were down 4-0 in the first period, and they came all the way back and won 5-4. And then the Panthers were down 3-1 going into the third period. They came all the way back up, tied it up 4-4 to get it to OT, and they lost in OT. I'm like, why even come back? Why even come back and give us the sweat of your? I mean, the Avalanche were down 4-0. They were down 3-0 like 8 minutes into the game. I was like, what are we doing?
Apparently, there is an issue in the I don't know. Denver somehow beat the Warriors. It looks like they were down like 4 points with like a minute 20 left, but in the NBA, that's like forever.
Oh god, that's an eternity.
Yeah, but something happened at the end of that game. I don't know what it was. I gotta look. Maybe we'll look into that this morning. I don't care. They pulled off the win and cashed this nice little parlay. And, I don't know if you know this, Cricket, but if you go over to sportspicks.locals.com or gameon.locals.com, you would have got this beautiful card. I even gave it to Steps because Steps was like, what are you on today? I'm like, I put out a full card. He's like, you never put out a full card that's not NFL this time of the year. And I go, yeah, I know. Which means you probably should go take a look at it because that means I really like this stuff. Boom, baby. Hit a nice little plus, a little over 10-1 parlay, plus hit all those other ones.
Man, I'm
kicking myself because I even said it right there. On that Orlando money line, Memphis money line parlay, I go, I probably should have just played these separate, but for some odd reason, I ended up putting them together. Memphis cashed as a pretty big dog, but Orlando did not.
Man,
but still,
that's still a good day, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Crushing it. A hockey play quick window. Listen, VGK after getting blown out, they don't. Here's the handicap, Craig. They don't lose at home after getting blown out. They tighten it up on defense. I should have went with the under in it too. But yeah, it's exactly what happened. They won 1-0.
God, I love that. Easy money, bro. Easy
VGK,
money.
baby.
That's right, VGK. That's your team, man?
Too. No, I just know.
You have a hockey team? You got a hockey team you like yet?
Not yet.
Might be your team, man.
I was a big Oilers fan the other year.
Yeah. Yeah, we support Edmonton.
Because they had some big old Oilers on their team. Or
yeah,
fan base.
What up, Buku? How you doing, sir?
Anyways, it was a nice win. A nice little card, a nice little day yesterday. Let me get this up here so we can hide out our friends. Hello. What's up, Mont? Mont's in the house. By the way, I hope Low-Key shows up this morning because I'm gonna give him so much shit if he didn't tail any of that. Here he was yesterday giving me this crap about you didn't give out any of these teaser winners and blah blah blah. Even though I talked about it on the show. And then yesterday I put up the card. What more can I do but place the bet for him, you know?
What can you do, man?
How we doing, Blue? Blue's a little fast. What drugs are you on, Will? Money. Money is a hell of a drug, baby. When you just cash and tickets left and right. How about that?
So I'm looking through this basketball. You got the SEC challenge going on right now in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the SEC has won every game but one in that thing. Do you know who lost?
Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Of all the teams to screw up the SEC ACC challenge sweep, and it's Kentucky.
Yeah, I remember because Steps was asking us if we had an opinion on Kentucky Clemson, and I was like, the hell are we doing talking about college basketball right now? You know, we're like, we got championship weekend coming up. I mean, you want me to handicap college basketball at this moment? And where was I at? I don't know where I was at. I remember seeing, I was probably just on Twitter or something like that. I was looking at it and I was like, I happened to see the last few seconds of the game and I was like, oh, hey, look at that. Clemson's going to win. I was thinking about texting into the group and be like, you know what, Steps, I think I like Clemson tonight. Like a delayed reaction.
Yeah, got him. And Auburn, Alabama play tonight though. But
Miligo says that the college football playoff committee only cares about losses if you're not in the SEC. What a joke. We're going to get into that here in a minute, buddy. We're going to get into that. Still got Auburn and Alabama playing today. All right, Bissant. Good morning to you, sir.
Auburn plays Duke and Alabama plays North Carolina today.
All right.
It's a big time matchup.
Real quick, before we get into all that, I got to tell you about something.
Tell me about it, man.
Let me tell you about something. Got to talk about the truth, and that's the Truth Social. If you're looking for a great place for online, let me try that again. If you're looking for a great place online for news, discussion, and entertainment, check out Truth Social, Donald Trump's social media website. You'll get breaking news, stories, and commentary from the top media figures. If you want to see Trump's legendary Truth Social posts, then get on Truth Social today. Join a growing community of patriots on a free speech platform designed to avoid censorship and cancellation by big tech. Make your voice heard. Join the movement. Join Truth Social today. Give us a follow while you're there. At Game On Show, by the way. But let's see. Donald Trump, he was trolling. He was trolling Canada yesterday. Look at this thing. It says, "Oh, Canada," because Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, came down and allegedly was saying that, hey, if you do these tariffs, that's going to destroy Canada economically. And he goes, well, then how about you just come join the U.S. and be the 51st state and we'll make you governor?
Man, let's go.
And then after that, he posed this thing, "Oh, Canada." God, he's a genius. You want to get more great posts like this, you go over to truthsocial.com, you sign up today, and you follow at The Real Donald Trump. And hey, give us a follow at Game On Show. That's truthsocial.com. Booyah.
Booyah.
Booyah. All right. Let's talk about this. Castro's kid. That's right, Blue. That's right, Blue. Is that where I want to start? Craig, do you want to start with the college football playoff committee? Maybe we wait for Steps. I want to get Steps in here for that.
Is Steps coming? Do we know that?
He texted me. He had to drop his knees off.
Okay. Cool. Then we'll wait on Steps then.
Yeah, we'll wait on Steps. Where should we start this morning? You like that thumbnail? I was like, how can I make this so simple, but also not just the playoff bracket?
I like it, dude. I never get upset about that.
You just throw Sydney Sweeney in there, right?
That's right. Man, Mad Chatter. Speaking of that one, how you doing, sir? Good morning. Who won 76ers? Damn, bro. I tried to tell with Steps last night. He had two.
And 76ers win, right?
They won, but we took we rode with Steps on the Charlotte Hornets +5. They lost 110 to 104.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro. Gross.
Well, I feel bad for Blue. Blue bought 5 extra points. And I mean, Magic have been playing great all season long. They actually had something to play for last night. That's why I had them in that parlay, but I didn't play them straight up. They were like 5-point dogs or something like that. And they ended up getting crushed by the Knicks.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Patriot. And Patriot, we almost came back and won that damn money line parlay last night, bro. I was thinking about you. I was ready to come in here and talk to you about what are you talking about? Colorado Avalanche, bunch of bums.
Did you see this? So that I never really you into Hard Knocks? You ever
Am I into Hard Knocks? About no.
You ever watch it like when it comes out? No.
And I'll be honest with you, I've never seen an episode.
Wow.
I know.
This year they're doing this like second half of the season they're doing the AFC North.
I saw that saw it last night on there. I
So
might have to check that out.
Yeah, they've been following all the AFC North teams, which is actually this is a great year for that to happen because they're all very interesting. Like there's not one bad storyline in any of these teams.
It's really not.
And after seeing this clip, I think I might have to check it out. Did you see this?
Huh.
So this is Joe Burrow hanging out with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Listen to what Joe says. He says, "Have I told you I bought a Batmobile?"
He bought one of those.
Remember
$3 million.
Love that was $3 million.
$3 million. Yep. No, he got one of those.
Right?
God, he should.
Get it yet though?
I don't get it for like a year, but I bought it.
I don't get it for a year, but I
bought it. I got one. I own one.
Here it is. You can now buy a Batmobile from the Dark Knight trilogy.
And he just said, okay.
How badass is that? He actually bought one of the dirt. I mean, out of all the people that bought one, I should have known there would have been an athlete that would have gone and bought one. I would have never guessed Joe Burrow, but it makes me like Joe Burrow more and more.
I could totally see Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow feels like a Batman type character, man.
Yeah.
Totally feels like a Bruce Wayne when he's just hanging out and then goes out there and turns into Batman on the football field.
Yeah.
Totally feels like Joe Burrow.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
All right, I'm pausing this.
You gotta go to the Ventures Batman when he had the ass.
Anyways,
Look at him. Look, that's such an intense conversation.
It looks like a joke. He looks like the Joker there.
Maybe they should have been talking about football.
No, man. No, it's over.
Yeah, it's fair. Just go ride in the Batmobile.
Yeah, dude.
See you next season.
I'd be looking forward to that too after the season. I was sick of that. What's he say right here? Hold on. He says something about like pulling up to this here. Hold
I think on.
I think I gotta go all in and go for like the expensive bats.
The suit.
He's like, I gotta go all in. I gotta go for an expensive bat suit.
Expensive bat suit. Jeez.
Listen what he said there.
And all. That's gonna be funny as hell though. I ain't gonna lie.
Some armor. And then he says something like, hold on. He goes, he hop out with a cape on, bro. And then he goes, what if I wore it every game? I just wore the full Batsuit Batmobile to every game. I'd go crazy on Halloween. Well, and then he goes, like, what if I put up 500 yards, 7 touchdowns? I'd wear it again.
Every day.
You can't hear it that well, and also I don't want to get hit with like copyright or anything.
I know Joe ain't got them yet, but I'd wind up dropping the kids off at school in that thing.
Dude, I was, you know what's crazy about this? I was just thinking about this the other day. I don't know why this crossed my mind, but I think I was thinking of like there was a fighter or there was something. the new dad effect, you know? And I was thinking of an athlete. Maybe it came across because it was like that sad story about Trent Williams and his wife. They lost a baby
I hate that.
the other week. Yeah, I hate those stories.
Yeah.
But I came across something like the new dad effect. Like we had the Joker who just had his like third kid or whatever like that. But like when you have that new dad, you just had your first kid, whatnot. You just don't some athletes just go off after that. Like,
that's a drug too.
Yeah. And I was thinking of who in the NFL do I want to bet on this season? And I was thinking about the Bengals and how terrible of bad luck, whatever you want to call it. It's a bad season for them. And I'm like, man, I have a feeling when Joe Burrow has a kid, when he settled down and had a kid, that's a guy that I want to be back.
Betting MVP.
I want to bet that guy to win the Super Bowl
and MVP parlayed together.
Super Bowl MVP,
all of them.
Yeah,
I love it.
Right? Doesn't it seem like that's the guy that's like he's gonna. I don't want to say flip a switch, but he's gonna be locked in.
I'm just saying, yeah. Joe looks like he's gonna be a good dad.
I mean, he's got a Batmobile, of course.
Yeah, of course he does. I'm just saying.
He's be the coolest dad on the street.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, my dad's picked me up in the Batmobile today. I think just keeps tumbling down the road.
You guys want to go for a ride?
Yeah, like Josh Allen got engaged. Maybe that's what made me started thinking about it. Josh Allen getting engaged. I don't know what it was, but
man, good stuff, bro. Good for Joe.
Will Bill coach again? Yes, he will.
Where's he gonna go, man?
I can't tell you that yet. I signed an NDA, but he's going somewhere. He's going somewhere. But yeah, I saw that. That seemed like a cool story. NFL players, I'm holding out because I need generational wealth for my family. Also, NFL players, I bought a Batmobile.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I mean, hell, that Batmobile, that'd be good. Just let's park that in the parking lot, man. You sell that anytime, get your money back.
Dude, I think that's a better investment than some of those cars that those guys buy.
Oh yeah, when
it's safer too, right? I mean,
I don't know why those guys ever buy any cars. I don't know why they don't just lease everything for like 3 months and then just get a new one. I would never own a car.
I understand that, but at the same time, like if we're talking about NFL quarterbacks, they're making so much money now. I mean, you're talking.
You got to buy random shit because
You're talking $50+ million a year. It's going to be really hard if you. I mean, let's say you buy a $250K car, right? That's going to be.
Yeah. Screw that. Why would you just get a Porsche? Hell with that. Let's just get a Batmobile.
Yeah, at least you're going to be safe if you crash that thing.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm not against him buying the Batmobile here. If I got extra money to blow, why not buy a Batmobile? We don't have extra money to blow, and we were trying to buy one on here one morning.
Batmobile parlay.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're still trying to hit those.
Maybe we can reach out to Joe, see if he can give us a ride one day.
Oh my God,
it, man!
Dude, I'll ride right now.
I'll wear the suit.
100%.
I'll be a Robin. I mean, I'm a Batman.
I'll dress like Alfred.
There it is. You'll be Alfred. I'll be Robin. Joe could be Batman.
Let's go. Right now.
That's what
right now.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Get him in here, Craig. Get him in here,
man.
Get him in here,
man. How you doing, man?
Morning, Steps.
What'd I do?
Nothing. We're just talking about Joe Burrow. He said he bought a Batmobile.
I was going to say, you're just not as cool as Joe Burrow. Sorry.
Yeah, I am.
Do you have a Batmobile?
Does he have this?
Oh, he hung it up. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're just talking about Joe. Joe just decided to buy him one of those Batmobiles, $3 million from the old
Dark Knight movie.
Dark Knight movie, yeah. You know, the sweet ass Batmobile that he comes up in the park garage in and stuff.
You have to really love Batman, and have a lot of money, which he must like both those. He's probably just doing it so he can drive it to a game.
I am one of those things.
I'd do it so I could drive it to the grocery store. Hell with going to the game. You're expecting me to show up like that. You ain't expecting me to show up at the grocery store in a Batmobile.
Dude,
I'd be both of those things if you wouldn't donate all your money to the Cougs football program.
That's true. Those pieces of shit. Steps, did you tail my card?
No, I already had plays in.
Well,
I know.
What'd you say to me yesterday, Steps? You said you never do this. I go, I know. That's how you know that I like this. There was a great situational spots last night. Bam,
he also tells me cricket at 6:38 for 7 o'clock tips that he has all these plays.
He also
6:38.
is a member of GameOn.locals.com. Also, I did I sent the email out to everyone this morning
Steps
or yesterday morning.
6:38 for a 7 p.m. temp seems like a reasonable amount of time to get that in, bro.
No, I already
But
had all
he-
mine in by
But
that.
he already
time.
had all these plays at before noon your guys' time.
The ones I
his
couldn't
email.
go 6-0 in cricket, which at one point in time it was looking really good. I thought I was going to be in the green on everything, and I was going to come in here and pound my chest and say
How'd you do?
cricket 5-2 or 4-3. I don't know. 5-2, I think.
Okay.
Green.
We can live with that.
That Mississippi play put me overboard. Where
That was
I
easy
get
money.
sorry I gave you guys that last minute.
Oh
but,
yeah. See, we could have cashed in on that one, but you didn't give it.
Yeah.
To us.
So Louisville, I guess, has a whole bunch of injuries, some issues. They only were down to like 6 scholarship players last night, and that line was only 3.5. So hopped on that. That was an easy no sweater. So Mississippi, thank you for that. Luckily, I did not take that Kentucky bet. That was a great game though between Kentucky and Clemson. Weird that it was on so late. It was like 9:30 tip.
I was
College
at
basketball's weird like
Clemson.
that.
Yeah. Well, you got the ACC SEC challenge, so you got all those other games on before and stuff. Kentucky's the only one to lose so far.
There are a lot of good games on tonight. A lot of
Yep.
good ones.
Auburn, Duke, North Carolina, Alabama, and I'm sure there's some other ones.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you. Yeah, dude. There's the slate for college basketball tonight is loaded.
we got Baylor,
Okay.
UConn. And there are some good games
Oregon,
tonight.
USC is the late night. Pitt, Mississippi State, Kansas, Creighton is tonight.
Boys, the hell are we doing talking about college basketball in the middle of college football season?
Dang,
Florida,
Marquette,
Virginia is tonight.
Marquette and Iowa State. That's a top 10
tonight.
matchup.
Pitt, Mississippi State.
Man, we got some basketball on tonight, bro.
I know. There's good college basketball tonight.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about college football and the college football playoff bracket because this is getting interesting, boys. This is getting a little shaking up things around here. I know cricket's going to have a real hot opinion in here, but we got the latest rankings, and the way the bracket plays out, if everything ended today, you'd have your bye teams of Oregon 1, Texas 2, SMU 3, Boise State 4. Now, we know these are going to change over the weekend after the championship rounds, but I thought one thing that was interesting that the committee chair said, and he confirmed over here. Let me see right here. He said, no, this is the wrong one. My bad. God, you think I'd have this all buttoned?
Why he's looking for that? Oh, you found it.
I said college football chair Wade Manuel confirmed that the order is set between teams that are no longer playing. Teams that are not playing cannot be adjusted when they are compared to other teams that are not playing, which means Alabama ranked above Miami is set. They've got Alabama ranked above Miami. That's why Alabama's in and Miami is not. That's why Alabama's ranked ahead of Ole Miss and South Carolina. First off, let's start there. What do you guys think about that? I kind of think I like that. I like that they because it makes these rankings have more meaning coming out like before the official ones, and it should be that way. Like, what if none of these teams played and you 1 week have these guys ranked here? Then you should just leave that. Now, comparing them to guys that teams are playing this next weekend, that makes sense too, because it's like, let's see what they did in the championship games and whatnot to make a case. Maybe there's an upset that happens. But when it comes to teams that are no longer playing, they've played all the games that they're going to play. You made your rankings and that's it. Now, we can disagree with the rankings, which I think a lot of people do. But what do you think about just leaving it at that? The whole fact of once your season's done and we've ranked you, that's it. We're not going to go and adjust it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Common sense to me.
Yeah, what are they going to do this weekend without playing to impress you any more than they did last weekend? Did you just put more time into it or something? No, I mean, like I said, if you're not playing anymore, your resume's done. You can't prove yourself anymore. I understand some of those teams getting bumped out because of upsets in conference championship games or whatever, but you can't do anything to improve. So, that pretty much that's the ceiling for Alabama right there, and they're hoping like hell that SMU gets the job done in the ACC championship game, and they still get to hang in there. Because I think if Clemson wins that thing, I think Alabama's out.
I love how me and you, Cricket, kind of get the shit into the stick here. as
Yeah,
far
you
as
guys-
the
you guys-
first round matchups.
It's a flawed ass system. I don't care what anybody says. It's a stupid, fucking fraudulent ass system. The way they're doing it right now, there ain't no world that Boise State should ever even be in play for a fucking bye right here.
Yeah.
Ever.
Alabama
I
would wipe
mean,
Boise State.
You mean nothing. I mean
this
jack
year.
shit.
This year, if Boise State wins their conference,
That
championship,
team's played the 80-something ranked strength of schedule this
Hold
year.
on,
They played
Craig.
Wyoming, San
Hold-
Diego State, all that shit. Team don't deserve a bye.
Hold on, this is a terrible year for you to go after Boise State. Most years, I'd agree with you. This year, they've got a Heisman candidate. They are, they
Playing
have
high school
one
team.
loss, and their
Playing
only
high school
lost team to the
teams.
number one ranked team in the country, who by 3 at
In
their house.
September.
So
In
I feel
September.
I feel like this is not a year to pick on the old Boise States. They've proven
we
that
won't
they
have
can play.
to. We won't have to. They'll get thumped anyway because they got to play
Well,
Penn State.
you're going
They'll
to
get-
talk all that shit, and then Boise State's going to whoop up on your Vols in the semifinals, and you're going to
I'd
be
love
regretting
nothing.
it.
I'd love nothing more than to be sitting in the semifinals against Boise fucking State. Please, for all things that are holy, give me a matchup with Boise State in the semifinals, please.
I agree.
I will say, whoever the way these brackets play out, it really makes whoever is that 5 seed have a huge advantage compared to the other teams, the 1, 2, and 3.
Stupid, because Notre Dame ought to be in that 4 spot right there. That's
They
who ought to
can't
be
be,
there. Is
'cause
Notre
they're not in
Dame.
conference.
You're the one yesterday, Crick, that was saying join a fucking conference if you want to buy, and now
No,
you're
I
saying
didn't.
they should
They're
be.
not going. They're not going to join a conference. That we shouldn't be ranking by conference championship. This is stupid. Rank the top 4 teams in the country.
You're the one that made the argument the other day that if they won it,
No, I
they need
didn't.
to-
Will no, I
What'd you
fucking
say?
didn't. Go back and
What'd you
find
say?
it. Whatever. I didn't fucking say that.
What'd you say about them wanting a first round bye? That you said something on the show.
Not
pretty
about
sure.
them.
About Notre
What about
Dame. You
them?
said join a conference then.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm really done talking about this shit. Honestly, all it does is piss me off. It's stupid. None of y'all get it. None of y'all get it, and I'm just tired of fucking talking about it. It's stupid. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna do this stupid shit. The system's fucked up. Boise State shouldn't be deserving a fucking bye right there. Alabama shouldn't be in the goddamn thing. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Buku says, "I
already.
think it's a great system. The best teams are getting a bye."
No, they're not. No, they're fucking not. Even SMU, the ACC doesn't deserve a fucking bye either. They're trash too. Look at that whole fucking conference. They're all fucking shit. They're all fucking.
You gotta,
shit.
you gotta reward the conference champions for something. Though.
Oh yeah, let's reward them for something for playing high school teams all fucking year long, playing one extra game against another mediocre 9-3 fucking team. Let's fucking reward them. Yeah.
Patriot says it's the most pro playoff non-click best ever. That's right.
Whatever.
I think they should reevaluate the 4 buys.
It's
I think
gotta
I think the conference championship game is an automatic bid. You know, that's an automatic bid. You can get in. It doesn't mean
Fuck
you
it.
get
Do away
top
with the
4.
conference championships. Fuck it. Do away with the conference championship. Extend the thing out to 20 fucking teams. Let's be done with it.
Buku says maybe you don't get it, Crick. If everyone else is on the same page, maybe you're the minority.
Nobody's on the same page. Nobody has any idea what they want. Nobody knows any
Buku
fucking
and I
thing.
agree.
Everybody's saying something different. Everybody's got a different fucking stupid ass argument about all this shit, and nobody's watching fucking football apparently.
What do you have? What do you have that you don't like about these rankings?
The fact you're going to give Boise State a bye, and you got Arizona State and Penn State playing there. You got Ohio State and Tennessee playing in the first round, and we got Boise State over here barely escaping fucking Wyoming and San Diego State, and they're going to get a cruise all the way to the quarterfinals. It's ignorant.
But you want to reward Notre Dame, who lost in Northern Illinois.
Notre Dame's won 10 games in a row,
And an average of those were by like 33 points.
and they actually played some people.
They also
All
lost
Power
to
5
Northern
schools.
Illinois.
That doesn't matter, Will. That's over. That play is fucking over.
Yes.
They've won 10 goddamn games in a row by an average of like 21.
I'm sorry.
plus points.
I've never
know
seen
you
cricket
said-
this
I
fired
know
up.
you said this, Crick, and I'm going to clip it out, but I agree with it. Go join a conference then if you want to get a first round bye. That's what it is. You want a first round bye, go join a conference.
They're not
That's what
going
you need
to
to.
join the.
Well,
they're
then that's
not
their
going
own damn
to.
fault. You're not going
They're
to get a
not
bye. I'm
going
sorry.
to. They're not going to.
Oh, then you're
They're
not going to get a
do that.
first
That's what I'm
round
saying.
bye.
Do away with all of them. Do away with the conference championships or whatever.
Hell, look at Notre Dame's got a pretty easy path though. You
Notre
get
Dame
a
ought to be
host
playing the
Alabama.
ACC.
That's
I
going
wish
to be.
Notre Dame
I
would
mean,
join it.
A
but then
pretty
you can
easy
go-
path.
and you-
Host Alabama. Look how they look at their
Biff,
last
Yeah.
let me
game.
be real with you. Don't be scared of that fucking Alabama team. You should love seeing that.
I'm more
matchup right there.
I'm more so afraid of Jalen Milroe if he's on.
Dude,
'Cause when he's
bro,
on,
that's
he's
what
on.
I'm saying. You get a host an Alabama squad that it has 3 losses on the season. You shouldn't be scared. If you really are national title contenders, you should not be scared of letting Alabama come into your house first round of the playoffs, and why I said it's an easy path. After that, you get to go play SMU. That's like a walk into the semifinals. If Notre Dame is as good as everyone thinks.
I know they're better than Boise State.
So is about 4 teams behind Boise State.
Yeah, Ole Miss and Miami. Ole Miss would definitely beat Boise. Miami, I'm not sure.
I'm just curious how some of these are going to shake up. I really think that the shakeup is going to be depending on who wins and loses things. I think the shakeup is going to be the 5-12 and the 10-7 matchup. I have a weird feeling that the Tennessee, Ohio State, and Alabama, Notre Dame is going to be the first round match. Those are fun games. Those are good games.
Unless Penn State loses by like 2 scores or something.
Yeah, Dustin.
Rick, how do you feel about Tennessee being ranked below Ohio State?
I don't even care.
No, but like I thought Tennessee should have been.
I think that's I think that's bullshit too. You lost as a 3-touchdown favorite on your home fucking field. Our one loss is to a team with an identical record on the road in a night game. You lost at home in a noon game as 3-touchdown favorites.
Ohio State sucks. That's right. Everyone is still convinced that Ohio State is going to win because they're the most talented team. I don't see it, dude.
Might have too much talent. A bunch of head cases on that team. Bunch of egomaniacs.
I agree with Steps last night talking about Ryan Day. The guy he's lost the team, man. The guy just lost the team. I understand. Yes, he's only lost one Big Ten game. That's not Michigan, but I agree with Steps last night on the show. He's lost that locker room, man.
He's a bum. They're all bums. Here's maybe what you should do. Maybe get the 12 best teams in the fucking playoff, and then we'll talk about it. Give me the 12 best teams.
I want Tennessee to play Ohio State because I want to talk so much shit about Ohio State and get Crick all pumped up for this. You think Tennessee wins?
Play the game.
Crick.
I'm tired of talking about this shit. Y'all get me fired up. Nobody fucking gets it. Get in here, poke the goddamn bear, and all this fucking bullshit. It's fucking stupid. Any of y'all that think Boise State deserves a bye, you're a fucking idiot, and you don't know fucking football, period.
You got to have – I mean, they're following the rules. You just told me this about fantasy football. You know, the rules were set out at the beginning of the season, and they're just following.
There's a little bit more on the line than in your fantasy fucking football league, Will. It's not the same goddamn thing.
Cricket is a big rules guy when it comes to fantasy football. He's told me that a couple times.
Yeah. Well, Steps, we can talk about this. What do you think? I think these are good matchups. I know you got a tough game here against Alabama, but I mean, like, I'm not worried about if Notre Dame is who you think they are, then they shouldn't be worrying about that. They get to host Alabama. You know, it's not like a neutral site or anything like that.
I feel like the way they have it set up, they're trying to remove the human element out of it as much as possible. Because it's going to shake out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And unless something crazy happens one year where a team that definitely doesn't deserve to get in makes a conference championship game and gets in, that's when you'll have some craziness.
Six Semper says 128 teams. Yep, that will solve it. We'll start in the middle of October. Just a big ass bracket.
That's the only person around here with any damn sense.
Milligo says, how do you decide the best teams, dude? What criteria? That's what I don't get. Yeah, there's going to be no good criteria of deciding who the best teams are. You just got to find a system and you follow the system's rules, and that's what they're doing.
Then we'll never.
Okay, you start with the SEC, man. You pick all the good SEC teams first.
No,
you don't. Seem to have a Big Ten bias.
I'm just the whole time that Alabama doesn't belong in. All this SEC bias bullshit. I don't believe that. I want the best fucking 12 teams. I don't care where they come from.
Who would you put in over Alabama?
Right now?
Yeah, like everyone's arguing about Miami, but Miami is not a good team. Miami's not a good team all season long. And look at this. This was a great thing here. Alabama's 3-1 against current top 25 teams, and Miami's 0-1. Alabama's 6-1 against teams above 500. Miami is 4-2. So it's like there's the argument right there of why Alabama's in over Miami. So if you want the 12 best teams and Alabama shouldn't be in, who gets in over Alabama?
Alabama's also got a game they didn't score a fucking touchdown in. They gave up 40 points to fucking Vanderbilt.
Who do you put in instead of Alabama?
I mean, I'd say you probably, based off Miami's loss, I know the schedule is shit, but Miami's only got 2 losses. They won one more fucking game. They got 2 losses by combined 9 points right there.
So now we're just going to go by who has less losses, even not look at the schedule?
I'm saying you lost 2 games by combined 9 points. Alabama's got a loss by 21 fucking points on the road where they didn't score a goddamn touchdown, and they lost to Vandy where they gave up 40 fucking points.
Boise State had a tougher schedule than Miami.
Oh, Miami did what they had to do.
No, they didn't. They
What had to
lost.
do. Alabama's lost one more game. If Alabama's sitting there at 10-2. Nobody says a fucking word. You lost an extra game.
So now it's all about how many games you lose.
I'm about to get off here for the day. I'm about to tell y'all to fuck off. Straight up.
I don't know why you're salty. Your team's in.
I know they're in. That's why it don't even matter. We sit and argue about this shit every fucking week. It don't matter. They're gonna play all these games Sunday or Saturday. It's gonna fuck everything all up. It don't matter. This is stupid. This is a moot point. This is not how the fucking thing is gonna look come Sunday. 100%.
Well, yeah, dude. But we also are a sports
clip
show,
that,
so
clip that.
we're supposed to talk about this.
It ain't
Just
gonna
in
look like
case.
that.
Just
It ain't
in
gonna
case.
look like that.
I
A
agree
few
with you.
moments later. No, it won't, because Penn State and Oregon have to play. But if that's a close game, I mean, that's going to stay the same right there. If SMU wins, they're going to probably stay the same right there. And
It's
then
not gonna
Texas
stay the
and
same
I'm curious
Georgia.
when Georgia dog walks Texas this weekend. I'm curious where Texas goes to. Do they just flip them? Probably.
What if Georgia's 10-3 and Alabama's 9-3?
They'll stay right where they're at.
What'd you say?
Well, Alabama did beat Georgia.
Georgia
right?
shouldn't be punished for playing an extra game.
No, the Georgia's in. Even if they
Georgia's
lose,
in.
they're
Georgia. That's what I'm hoping happens.
They're just talking about ranking.
I'm hope Texas wins the game on Saturday, beats Georgia, and Georgia will fall down, and Georgia will push Alabama out.
But Alabama beat
I don't
Georgia.
care if they beat them head to head. I don't give a shit.
Oh, so now that doesn't. So then, what
Long.
matters? What criteria do you
long.
want to use, dude?
That was a long
Head to head
time
doesn't
ago,
matter.
dude.
Strength of
That was a game that
schedule.
came all the way back in. Georgia didn't lose by 3 touchdowns to a 6-win team. Georgia didn't lose to any 6-win teams.
You do realize that goes right back to my argument about Notre Dame losing to Northern Illinois.
No, it doesn't, Will. They
There's
won
one-
10
you're
in a
gonna have
row
one
since
bad
then.
game.
They won
You
10
get
in a
one
row
bad
since then.
game.
Alabama lost 3 weeks ago by 3 touchdowns to a 6-win team that just got beat by 3 touchdowns to LSU.
Notre Dame smashed Navy when they were undefeated. They smashed Army
They
when
smashed
they were undefeated.
everybody since.
They did. 33 average of 33-point margin win, and they covered the spread along the way, baby. Let's go, Irish.
You got a game you don't score a touchdown in, you should be automatically fucking disqualified. Especially when it's a 6-win fucking team.
Notre Dame did get better every game this year.
Every single time.
Doesn't mean they can beat Alabama, but they did get better.
I hope Notre Dame plays Alabama and just fucking boat races them.
I do too, because then I can laugh at Brian Kelly. Because remember where we were at when we played Alabama last time?
Oh, that was gross.
Yeah.
That's like what Georgia's going to do to Texas this weekend.
I believe we've definitely closed the gap. So,
Steps, how do you feel about that matchup, by the way?
what, Georgia, Texas?
Yeah.
Well, Georgia already beat them, right?
They in their house. Like, I don't know
Trounced 'em.
how Texas is favored in this game when it's basically a home game for Georgia.
Georgia's kind of coming in, limping in a little bit. They've had some
It
battles
doesn't-
down the
it
stretch.
doesn't matter.
I'm just saying that last game probably took a lot out of them.
Yeah, but I think it's still impressive that they came back and won.
I know. I'm just saying. I just that might have been kind of the taking all the energy out of them there.
Six Semper says, I miss the Rose Bowl for real. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
I don't miss college football when it was you could have 2 champions. Could you imagine that, Cricket?
Yeah, I lived through it. That was stupid too.
Yeah. You could have
Amazing-
2
amazing
champions.
to me, you got the best sport on the planet, one of the most lucrative sports on the planet, and nobody can figure out a postseason. Nobody. We've been trying to for 50 fucking years now.
That's back when the reporters and the coaches poll meant something. AP and coaches both meant something. Then we had the BCS.
Well, there's
then we
going
had
to
the
be no
14 playoff,
perfect
now we got
system
12.
to do it because no one can come up with a perfect system.
This
So,
is
I
the
mean,
best. This is my favorite right here.
That's what I'm saying. I like this. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes.
Let's give it a shot. And when 5 of these games are 3+ touchdowns difference.
Well, you're going to have that some years. Some years, I mean, most
You
years,
shouldn't.
you
Not
only
if you
have
got the
about
best 12
4
teams in.
teams that are really contenders. And, you know,
No, you
you have
don't.
all the 5, 6, 7, 8 teams bitching about not getting in, but they had no shot of winning the damn thing.
I
That's
do
how it is
agree.
most
I
years.
agree with you, Cricket. Some of the quarterfinal games could be bad.
They're going to be awful. They're going to be awful.
Well,
Some
we'll
of the
see.
quarterfinal games.
Notre
could
Dame
be
or
bad.
Alabama's go do work on SMU or Clemson, whoever gets that spot.
Maybe SMU will shock everyone, huh?
Because
Maybe they
the
will.
Tennessee,
That's the
Ohio
best chance.
State, Alabama, Notre Dame, Indiana, Georgia are all better matchups than anybody versus Boise State in the quarterfinal.
Oh, I love it, Mighty Megatron. I love it.
I feel like if Boise State wins their quarterfinal, something has to go on with Cricket. He has to do something.
Okay.
Maybe now's not the time to come up with that, but
real quick. Let's calm it down. Let's calm it down. I gotta tell you guys about something. Okay.
We'll talk about coffee.
No, I'm gonna talk about being naked, being
there we
manly.
go.
We're talking football here. We gotta talk about being manly. I got my Be Naked supplements right here, baby. I gotta take my daily vitamins. In today's society, it's tough to be a man in a world dominated by overly masculine liberal women. That's just not how it's meant to be. Everywhere we look, it's gender neutral, this product, or made for her, that product. That is why we started a company that embodies the ethos of men's life matters too. With products that aren't designed to be gender neutral or used by people with pronouns. Our products at Rumble are designed and built for men by men, period. So if you struggle with low energy, mood swings, or hair loss, or if you need to perform better at the gym, or maybe even in bed, and recover quicker after, throw out all other garbage supplements and try animal organs. They are traditionally the most nutrient-rich supplements on the planet. But our bison organs are a step above. The grass-fed, non-vaccinated bison are a species where the weak are allowed to die and only the strong survive. So here's our commitment to you. From men who have real confidence in their product, try this today. And if you don't like it, fine. Return it for a refund. Go to BeNaked.com, use the promo code STUDIO and get 15% off your order today. I got mine right here. Hear that? You got to take 6 bad boys of these a day. I'll tell you what, the wife has been very, very happy that I've been taking these. All right. Walking around the house, just got that little more masculine aura about myself, and maybe something else that I'm going to keep private to us. But yeah, these things are great. Look at this step. See, you got to take like, look at that. These little 6 of these down. They're kind of big, but you just
with your hydrogen water
like that, baby. Huh?
With your hydrogen water.
Yeah. How about that? Love it. I already feel it. Look at that. I'm feeling strong and manly today. I got my bison organs, and you should get yours too. All right. Head over to BeNaked.com. Use the promo code STUDIO. Get you some of these vitamins today. Feel better, more energy, more masculine. Go get you some today. That's BeNaked.com. Use the promo code STUDIO to get 15% off your order today. Boom.
I think your beard just grew a little bit.
I think so too, man. That's what I told my wife the first day I took him. I'm gonna come back home today. I'm gonna have a full beard. You know what's funny? Cricket loves talking college football, and now that we're in the thick of it, the heart of it, like the most exciting part, he doesn't want to talk about it. I don't get it. His team's in. I don't get it.
Well, you're poking the bear a little bit. Buku's poking the bear in the chat. Pissant told him that he hoped he got a Cyber Monday deal on tampons. I mean, everybody's poking Cricket.
Hey, this is a sports show, and we're talking college football. You got to have some thick skin. You know what I mean? We're going to get heated. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, but here's the difference.
Cricket's
you get to escape to go to pills, and I get to escape to go to my job. This is what Cricket does all day, every day.
It's not like he didn't know it was coming. Chat loves it. I love the chat right now. Chat's great.
No, they have a lot of opinions too about it.
Yeah,
so
everyone does. That's what's so great about this. Hey, Loki, by the way, I see you're in the chat. Good morning. I know you were bitching yesterday about apparently I didn't share my teaser card with you, but if you listened on the show, I did give it out. I hope, Loki, you were over on GameOn.locals.com and you saw this gem that I put out of a card. God, I even told myself too. Look at that. The Orlando and the Memphis one, I even put in there. After I did the parlay, I was like, I should have probably put these as straight up plays, just bet them straight up. And so I put that in there so people maybe were wiser than me because Memphis won. And Memphis was a nice little dog.
They didn't win. Oh, wait. Orlando
didn't win. Memphis won. So
did
one of
Memphis
the two.
win?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They played Dallas.
Didn't they?
They lost.
Oh, what the heck? Never mind then. Who was I thinking? Yeah, you're right.
Do you want to know the funny thing is out of all the ones you had there, that
Uh-huh.
was the one I plugged in to look at the odds that I could get, and I almost played that one.
Oh, the parlay there that lost?
Yeah.
Dude, that parlay down that little 10-1 action, a little VGK, a little NHL, NBA cross action parlay, cross sport parlay,
I should
baby.
have been on that one.
I was
because I was
nervous.
already on OKC.
I was nervous about the Houston Sacramento over because it was like at halftime, I'm like, and then after the third quarter, I go, okay, we got a shot. And then there was like a couple, like 3 minutes left. And I needed like 10 points. And I'm like, okay, 3 minutes, 10 points. That should be easy. But sometimes in the NBA, in 3 minutes, you get like 40 points. And then sometimes you get 5. You know what I mean? I'm like, this would be the time that I get 5.
So were you only playing this card because it was the last part of the group stage?
Yeah. There was some spots. So here's what happened. I was listening to some people talk about it, and they were like, talking about, oh, well, this team needs margin. This team, like Denver needed margin last night. Clippers need a margin.
Orlando had like a 36-point margin they flirted with.
Yeah, and they needed to, win and, whatnot. And then there were some of the other ones, OKC and Phoenix just needed to win a game. And I was like, okay, well, they're huge favorites. They should. So I was looking at it, and they were all talking about, let's alt line Denver out to like minus 19.5, Clippers out to 22.5. And, because they need margin. Let's see if they get it tonight. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go that crazy. I'll play them on the spread, and I'll play them on the money line. And so I'm glad I went the heavy steps route, played a little bit more conservative, more the smarter route, and it came through. Look at that, because had I thrown the spread and all these, Denver would have screwed me, right?
I like how you call it the smarter route.
Yeah, well, when you're doing parlays and stuff like that, you can't get too crazy.
I'm on Team Cricket. I'll give you your space. I won't poke the bear.
They'll play the games. I don't give a shit. They'll play the fucking games.
Well, now we're talking about something else. We're talking about NBA.
Naked organs.
They'll play those games too.
Send you some naked organs.
Nope, don't want them.
We got Benny joining us here soon.
Yeah, let's talk to Benny.
You ready? Well, he's not here yet. But we got some playoff highlight to talk about today. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait to get Benny. I'm gonna ask Benny what other sports he watches, if he does at all. Blue says Will pushing buttons. I mean, you guys are the ones in the chat pushing buttons. I love it too, by the way.
Is Benny his last name or his first name?
His first name, I think. They all have like nicknames too.
His brother is Douglas, but that's his middle name.
Yeah, you never know. Some people just make up, like some guy goes by his son's name, So they
They have the nicknames. They have the nicknames.
Yeah.
I like the Benny name. I like it.
We'll have to ask him this morning. We'll ask him how he came.
That's right, Buku. He says, Cricket, turn that frown upside down, son.
You can kiss my ass this morning too, Buku.
Stop.
I know you're in here fucking with
gaslighting.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Hey, before we get into that, before he gets here, since he already knows the rules, let me tell you guys the rules for highlight. Crick, I think you're gonna like this because I think it's gonna be entertaining. So Friday's matches are playoff 1 and 2. Here are some of the rules. Only the doubles pairs play. There's no singles. I like that.
No singles in playoffs?
Yep, it's just doubles.
That's
Each match is worth 1 point instead of the 1.5 because they're all singles. So why do you need the 1.5, right? The first team to win 4 points or 4 matches wins. That's it. So once you get to 4, it's over. You don't have to play any extra games. If you sweep, you go 4-0, you win. If each team wins 3 matches, we go to a 7th match that is called sudden death. The sudden death match, match 7, is only played to 1 set. Whoever wins that set, played to 6 points, wins. So yeah, so you don't get a three set match in that sudden death. It's just 1 set. Now I want to know is like, I'll ask Benny this. Can you send out whoever you want in that sudden death? Can you send out your best doubles pair, even if they've already played, or like, what are the rules on that? But that sounds kind of interesting, Crick.
And so sudden deaths is just 1 match to 6.
Yep.
And how do we get to sudden death now?
If both squads win 3 matches.
Oh, we've only got 4. We got 6 doubles matches.
You get to 4, you're done.
Okay.
Like if you play 5 matches and on that 5th match you won 4-1, it's over. You don't play match 6 or 7. You're done.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be fun, dude.
It's gonna be fun, man.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Little highlight action. Well, Steps. You guys want to talk about something real quick? I got to step away for just a quick second. Talk about, I don't know, hockey or something that makes you happy, Craig. Okay.
You want to talk about hockey steps?
Yeah, I can tell you. I tracked those plays we talked about yesterday. I did not play them. But let me see. I'll tell you because we were looking at some stuff. The under Winnipeg 5.5 did hit. They only scored 5. That was the one that you said you liked the most. That under 6, like we said, we don't really care about the 6. Luckily, I would have played the 6. It was actually did push, so the 5.5 would have lost there. Florida did not win. Pittsburgh won 5-4, and then I think that was it. Those were the only 3 that we really liked.
Did you see that money line parlay that Patriot gave us on Pump the Brakes with the Panthers and the Avalanche?
The Avalanche like came back, didn't they?
They came back and won 5-4. They were down 4-0 in the first, but they were down 3-0 in like the first 8 minutes of the game. They came back and won that damn thing 5-4. I didn't think we had a sweat. And the Panthers were down 3-1 going into the third period and came back and tied it up 4-4 to get it to OT. They wound up losing in OT there, but they didn't lose. I wish I wouldn't even have checked it because they'd probably came back and won if I wouldn't have checked it. But once I realized we had a sweat there in our money line parlay that Patriot gave us, I started watching and I was like, well, shit, when you know it. I wish they wouldn't even have came back, man. Don't even give us a sweat.
So they hit.
I just wish I had the stones to bet one of these teams on the money line, like the Avalanche when they go down 4-0 in the first period.
I was thinking yesterday, some of these totals I should be live betting. Like, you know how you said that like a low scoring first period, 0-0, bet the over.
I automatically jump in on the live game over, bro. If they go 0-0 in the first period, you bet your sweet ass they're coming out.
Especially if it's like a 6.5 line, right?
I do because they'll move it down, man. If they don't score,
I'm saying like it was the game closed at 6.5.
Yes, I've seen it all the time, dude. I hate when I have a under 6.5 and it's either 0-0 or 1-0 at the end of the first period because I know they're coming out and scoring 4 or 5 in the second. I feel like it happens like clockwork, dude.
It does. I've been paying attention to that. I've been paying attention to your little rules and quirks.
Now the Avalanche came back and won. They came back and won last night. They went up winning 5-4 in that thing. Cracking first period over. He likes those too.
That's a Buku system play.
He likes those, man. He bet that a lot last year. He came in here recommended. It was usually pretty spot on too. I'm gonna look here and see who else.
I don't think he's gotten into hockey yet this year, has he?
He had no time, man. He had no time to dive into.
Too busy remodeling people's bathrooms.
100%. Get these pulled up here. Wild defeated Canucks in OT 3-2 last night. Bruins also win in OT 3-2 over the Red Wings. There's the Avalanche right there, down 4-0 in the first. Just chipping away, man. Come all the way back. They didn't even need OT for that one, Steps.
Why is it I feel like when I have a team in hockey that goes up 4-0, I am so nervous. But when my team like VJK last night's up 1-0, I feel great.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Dude. I'm telling you, I was sitting there looking when the Sabres were up 4-0. It was in between periods. I was like, I'm a damn fool for not betting this right now. And I was like, they're not coming back on the road and all that. Sure shit, they do every time. It's real hard. It's easy to look back after when they come back and be like, man, we should have bet this money line at plus 800 or whatever. But it's so hard to pull the trigger in real time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I gotta ask you guys about this. Sorry, Craig. Hockey's over.
I was killing time, man. I don't care.
I feel real bad. I don't feel great about having money on this guy this week.
What's Napoleon Dynamite doing here?
Napoleon Dynamite, let's go. Okay, now I haven't heard what he said, so we're gonna listen to what he said. I've just read the quotes here, but the quote says, "I don't enjoy watching football. It's not fun for me. It's stressful outside of game film." So he says he doesn't like to watch football outside of game film. That doesn't make me feel great. Also, don't say that stuff when you are trying to get drafted this year. Probably not a great idea. You know what I mean?
He said he watched the game film at least.
It stood out to you, maybe that was different that you picked up from watching Texas's defense.
Yeah, well, I don't watch football, so I know that sounds kind of.
He's a weird dude, man.
He is a weird dude. Look at him. The guy's an alien.
I feel like his like whole tattoo sleeve doesn't fit him or his like persona. It's like all fake. It's like he's not a bad. This is weird.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah,
dude. someone needs to coach these kids up. You know what I mean? On like here's just some things not to ever say when you're trying to get drafted. You know what I mean? Like, listen to this real
you
quick.
don't want somebody's going to pay you $50 million to play quarterback.
You're trying to get drafted and you say this?
Texas's defense.
Yeah, well, I don't watch football, so
yeah, I don't watch football. Kind of your job, dude. Kind of your job. You know.
Well, he watches film.
Oh, they were just talking about Texas.
We'll finish the video. Film. I've seen the video.
Nope, can't, because we got Benny here. What up, Benny? How we doing, buddy?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Good. We're you excited, huh? You got a big playoff match Friday, huh?
Oh, I'm really excited. You know, a little rematch of last season. So, Warriors Chargers.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Man, we got to ask. We've been asking everybody about their names. Well, I don't think we asked you last time. How did you come up with Benny? Is that your middle name? Because your brother is Matt, but he goes by Douglas, right? That's his middle name. How did you get your name, man?
Yeah, well, my first name is Benjamin, and Ben was already taken.
Fair enough.
On the roster.
Okay.
So I had to come up with something, and laying hands I felt like was a little weird to announce. So
thank you for that, by the way.
So, yeah.
When we first started doing this, I said, I don't even know Ben, but he's my favorite player because I can pronounce his name, because some of them are a little tough. All right.
No. So I went with something a little more simple. So
I appreciate that. Okay, let's talk about the playoff rules. So just doubles, huh?
Yeah, doubles only, no singles.
That's exciting.
All 6 of your doubles teams play. So
okay, so all 6 have to play. So then, and if it comes down to that sudden death, just that one set, does the team get to choose whoever they want to go out there?
Yeah, so the higher seeded team gets to choose. So since we finished second and the Warriors third, we picked the 4th division doubles. So ETB Gala.
Okay. So you guys already that's pretty cool. So you guys get to determine, okay, the 4th division or the 1 division is going to play each other or whatever, right?
Yeah, so you have to predetermine it. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do. I like that, man. I like how the predetermined. So you excited, man? This is a big time. You guys made a push at the end there, and what? How you feeling about this going into it?
I feel pretty good, especially since we get to pick the sudden death match. Because last season it went down to the sudden death, and the Warriors picked the 1st division, and Douglas and Nicholas are one of the best Division I teams. So we ended up losing, but hopefully this time it goes the other way.
There you go. So this might sound stupid, but so since you guys know that the division, it's going to be Division 4. Division 4 is not going to play that 6 game, right? They're going to be playing earlier in case it does come down.
I think they play the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they play the first and last.
Time in the world, okay. Man, what a sweat, dude! What a sweat if you're sitting there, you play the first match and you watch the rest of them, and you're like, oh god, we're gonna have to do this, huh? We're gonna have to warm back up and do this. That's exciting. I think I can pull up the schedule here for Saturday. Hold on, or for Friday. I keep saying Saturday. Got college football on my mind. Hey, by the way, what other sports do you watch or follow along, if any?
I don't really watch a lot of sports, to be honest.
You and Carson Beck are on the same page.
I was going to say, it's like Carson Beck in here, man. You don't watch none of this stuff. Okay.
I watch baseball when it's playing.
Okay.
And then a little bit of tennis when
that makes sense.
When the big tournaments are on. So
who you like, man? Who you a fan of in tennis, man? Alcaraz is a stud, man.
I like Nick Kyrgios.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he hasn't been playing recently, so.
Did you grow up? You grow up watching Nadal and all that stuff, man?
Yeah, Nadal, Federer.
He just Nadal and Federer, man. Boy, those were fun to watch back in the day, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and Alcaraz now is like, I mean, he's so young.
Kid's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's gonna be really good.
He's really fun to watch. Yeah, shout out to Nadal, man. Just ended that career. It was a hell of a career too for that guy.
Oh
man.
yeah.
So that's cool. I didn't have that on the bingo card, man. I didn't think he was a tennis fan, bro.
No, yeah, we watched a lot of tennis growing up. So,
okay, fair enough. So, what time do we get these things started on Friday, man? Is this
it's the same 2:30 and the 7, right? Like same times as
So Renegades Fireballs play 2:30, and then us at 7. So
I like that because you guys have been kind of preparing us for that, like the last 4 weeks with the two matches on Friday. So it makes sense. So what's well, first before we look at these, I want to ask you. I know you did. Wait, did you guys? Let me see. Yeah, you guys played yesterday, right?
We did.
So what's that? Okay, so what's the mindset going in when you've got nothing to play for? Like in some sports, like some teams, like for example, in let's say the NFL, and you've got everything locked up, you're the 1 seed or whatever. Some teams rest, even though they got to buy, they rest that last week 18 game. But then some coaches will argue, well, I'm going to play my players because I want to stay in the rhythm of things, right? Maybe we won't play for the whole thing, but we got to come out, go through the motions at least so we don't get rusty. What's it like in Jai-Alai? Or what do you prefer?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, I played like I usually play because
Okay.
I had a couple, I wouldn't say rough game days, but not my best game days. So I wanted to, play it normal to try and get back into, my rhythm of play. And ended up working. I won 5-5 in the third set. So
I think when you're an ultra competitor like that, man, it's hard to just turn it on and off.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
When you go out there, you want to play. You always want to play your best and stay positive, especially preparing for the playoffs and things like that. Because, like Will said, you see some of this stuff in the NFL, some of these guys take a week or two off or whatever. It's hard to get back rolling, get back in the rhythm of things.
Mhm.
So I feel like, especially a game like this, man, where you got a rally sport, you want to kind of stay on it, man. Keep working on the things that, especially if you've been, like you said, maybe struggling a little bit and you want to get to feeling right again before you get to the playoffs.
No, yeah, for sure. And, you don't want to go too hard and hurt yourself.
Right.
But
that's what I was saying. So my mindset was like, okay, you want to stay like it's a game of momentum, right? You want to go out there, go through the motions, kind of be like,
yeah,
keep your rhythm going, playing your best ball heading into into the playoff. But at the same time, if you lose the first set, I don't think you're going to exert so much energy trying to win the next two. You'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to give it a try, but I'm not going to go balls to the wall here, trying to come back and win this thing. So.
No, yeah, for sure.
That's interesting. Okay. All right.
We'll pull that matchup up. There we go.
I got him right here, man. I just had to ask that question. So we got Manny and Stan, Ichibide, and is it Gallo? How do you say that? Gallo. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. How do you think? Well, first of all, how do you think you guys match up here against the Warriors this season?
I think it's really close, the same as last season. It went and it split 3-3 last season, and I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to the tiebreak again. Because the division 1, 2, and 3, I feel like are pretty even. I feel like those can go either way, and then I think we have the advantage in the 4, obviously, since we picked that one.
Okay.
And then the 5 is going to be a little tough, and the 6 is pretty even. So all the matches are really, really close. They could go either way.
Well, last time we had you on, I'm pretty sure you guys did just play the Warriors, and you beat your brother both times in that.
Yep.
So
yeah,
he said, "Yeah, I did. You hear that?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got a little edge.
Yeah, I did.
Psychologically,
That's right.
That's right. What up, big bro?
We love you. Big bro might be a little motivated this time around, though, man. You better bring that A game this Friday too.
No, yeah, probably. It's always intense in the playoffs. So
how do you feel being the second game? I feel like I would want to be the first game, get it out of the way.
I prefer playing the first game for sure. I like to get to the court, warm up, and then go out there and play.
What time do you get to the court? Like how early before first match?
For me, I like to get there like maybe like an hour and a half, hour 15 before. I don't like to wait around.
Okay. No, I'm with you, man.
I like to get there, warm up, get ready, and then go out. So
yeah, get comfortable. Yeah. I don't like rushing in there. You try to have to rush your warm ups and all those things. It'll take you a game or two to settle in at that point.
Oh yeah.
What do you do during the first two matches? Since you warm up when you get there, but then you've got to wait till match 3 before your first game.
I wanted to ask, do you guys have we see the court y'all are playing on and everything like that? Is there another side court where you can go practice and warm up and things like that? Or is it just the main court that they're playing on? So if they're playing, y'all just got to sit and hang out and watch. You can't be over there throwing on the practice court or whatever. Is there a practice court?
No, there's not. There's not. So if that's the thing, when there's other people playing, you just kind of have to wait around.
Yeah.
Until it's your turn. So
itching to get out there, man.
Yeah, I would like there to be a practice court. That would be amazing, but no. So.
I feel like these courts are not the cheapest things to make.
I think our court was close to, I don't know if it was 500,000 to build or something like that.
Okay. I have a question for Benny.
Ask him
Benny.
Steps. This is
Heavy
our guy
Step.
Steps, Benny. He helps us in here too, man. He's been part of Game On since the beginning too. So
I've been
he does
listening in
work.
the background, Benny. But has anybody created like a, in baseball they have like the net you can hit into, or I just heard Cricket's question about practicing. Do you have something you can like throw into, or like anything you can do to warm up, off the court? Has anybody invented any type of contraption?
Nothing for highlight. No, nothing to throw. Nothing like that.
All right, we might be
Nothing
onto
like
something.
that. No.
I was going to say, you hear that, Steps? We got an angle, baby. We'll
just like a net or anything you could get something to get the arm going.
Because I feel like a lot of the motions y'all have to make, catch it, keep it on the same side of your body and all that stuff. A lot of these are awkward looking motions, man. Look like you're using some muscles that most people would not normally use. So I feel like having something like that, Steps, would allow you to get a little bit more loosened up earlier on.
Yeah, and I think it's crazy like how your guys is, it's just like unconscious competence with like how you can throw the ball at the angle to hit the walls at a certain way so the other player can't get to it. It's just it's wild. It's a wild sport for sure.
We've talked about this before, Benny. It seems like the discipline is a lot of what you need in this highlight. Not trying to take, risky shots that allow you to put yourself in bad position, all that. You got to kind of wait around. Wait for the guys to make a mistake. That's more what it seems to be in highlight. It seems to be the guy that makes the mistake loses the point more so than the guy making an incredible shot.
Yeah, I mean, you have to understand what you're good at. And like for me, like I don't throw a lot of shots because I know that I don't have the best shots, and catching's my main thing.
Bro, you're nasty out there in that back corner, man.
No, yeah, thanks. That's really my strongest thing. So, but on the traditional highlight court, there's the chick-chack and the chula, which we don't really have at Magic City, where you throw it to the back and it doesn't come out. So that kind of shortens the points a little bit on the traditional court, but since we don't have it here, the points just kind of go on for longer.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
I'm confused on that. Like you talk about the traditional court there. You mean the ball doesn't go? What do you mean? Explain that a little bit more if you can.
Yeah, so there's the chick-chack and the chula on the traditional court. So mainly in the traditional court, you want to try and get it to the back, to the corner.
Okay.
And instead of the ball coming out for the rebote, it'll basically die in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll hit the floor back wall and then go back down to the floor like immediately. So it's a different game, yeah.
If you did have a practice court there while the matches were going, would there ever be a time that Bueno wasn't on that thing? Because I feel like that guy would just live on it, right?
No, he's always out there anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
Before and after, so.
I feel. Hey, what kind of shoes do y'all wear for high? Y'all just wearing like tennis shoes? Y'all wearing some kind of special grip shoes or something? Like what do y'all wear?
A lot of the guys wear basketball shoes.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Same kind of court.
What I was gonna say? What is the court made of? Is the court more? Is that concrete?
Yeah, it's concrete. It's concrete, and then the glass walls, and then the side wall is, I think it's like a composite material. I'm not quite sure, but
okay.
God, that's awesome. So, let's say I'm kind of rooting for this because I want the pressure to be on. All right, I want this match 5. You guys are up 3-1 at that point, and you could bring it home. You could bring it home. What do you do in that spot going up against, like you were saying, your brother and Nicholas are one of the best doubles players in the world? What's that mindset like going into that where you could seal the deal for your team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we might have split actually our matches. Well, this season and last season, I think we split our matches. So it's a close match. You got to, stay calm. Don't do anything, that you normally wouldn't do.
Right.
I just need to keep it simple and let Zuleika kill it.
How do you keep the momentum going? Like I feel like it's rare when you see whether it's singles or doubles in highlight, just from watching it this season. It seems very rare when someone wins like 6-0 or 6-1. How do you keep that momentum? Because I feel like it never, like, sometimes you see like a guy win 6-0 and then won't get more than like 4 points the next two sets. Like, how do you keep that momentum going in between sets?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, some players, they win 6-0 and then they're like, oh, I can take it a little easy. And then the next set they come out even harder, the other team. So you can't, if you win 6-0, you can't
become
you can't,
complacent.
yeah,
This is
you can't change
such
anything.
a mental sport, man.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
all sports are, but like, God, you gotta.
Yeah, and all the matches
love
are
it.
so close that like in talent, so anybody can win at any point. So you can't take it easy.
That's what I was going to say. There's not a there's not a huge draw. I know the Division I guys are legit and up there, but like really, if you look, there's not a huge drop off in a lot of these divisions. I mean, y'all all very talented dudes out there.
No, yeah, and the way the divisions are set up, it makes it very even. The doubles teams.
I've been saying this all season. Death taxes, and if Goshieri goes down in that first set, he's coming back and winning those next two. That's about the only person I don't worry about if they're down one set. That guy, he actually plays better when he's down a set. You know what I mean?
I think he does.
Insane.
I think he does.
I think he
sure.
he does it for a challenge. I don't know.
No, yeah. Whenever he loses, it's never in 2 sets.
I was going to say I haven't seen it yet, man. I haven't seen. I'm telling you, if I see that guy go down, lose one like 6-1, 6-2 or something like that, I just watch him in between the little break you got there, and I see him back over there. He's got this different look in his eye, and he's saying something in Basque to somebody, and he's just ready to go when he gets back out there, man.
It's like that meme. It's that meme when the guy's playing the video game, and then when you need to take it serious, you lean forward, right?
Yeah,
that's him. He leans forward and says, "Okay," tightens the glasses up, right? It's like, okay, here we go.
Game on, bro. He's slinging sidewall shots and everything. It's nuts.
So I don't want to get you. I don't want to get you in trouble or anything like that. So if you can't talk about the other match or anything like that, I don't know what the rules are, but I wanted to get your opinion on the Fireballs and Renegades. So what do you think about this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I know the Fireballs have been dealing with some injuries with Iñaki and Hormachea. Hormachea didn't play last game day, so
do you
I think it's going to be a little hard for the Fireballs.
Do you know, without giving away too much, and if we're going to get you in trouble, just be like, I can't answer that. Is Hormachea looking like he's going to be healthy for this playoffs?
I don't know. He's in the schedule, so I'd assume he's ready to play. I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him at all about it. So
because that's not a lot of people talk to him. He's got a nickname of the Silent Assassin because he just comes in, I guess, and just takes care of business and then walks right out.
I know that guy is a key to their squad. I know they need to have him out there to be at their best. So I hope that he's able to go because this is big time now, man.
It's going to be tough for him with the injuries, but they could do it. They could do it,
dude. I mean, you've got to give the edge to the Renegades because I don't think it gets to the sudden death. But yeah, if you're going to put one squad out there, if you get to choose which squad you want to put out there for a sudden death, although we have seen Goshieri and Arats, although they'll have played earlier in the day, they do tend to drop that first set sometimes. So that's kind of risky.
Yeah.
You know, oh man, I kind of want
they do seem to start slow in the doubles. Yeah.
It's that. Yeah. Nah, I can't talk about that. We can't get Benny in trouble, but we won't talk about the other stuff. So yeah, but no, I do like to look at them to not do well in the first set.
Yeah, there we go. That's right. We'll talk about more on match day, but yeah. Well, man, hey, we got to wrap things up here, but thanks for coming on again, and best of luck to you. We're going to be rooting you on, and it's going to be a fun Friday, and hopefully, you'll get the victory, and then if you want, come back on next week if you guys seal the deal and end up go to the championship round, huh?
No, yeah, for sure. I'll come back if we win. I'll be here. So.
Well, good luck to you, brother. I hope y'all go out there have a big show on Friday, man. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
No, yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for having me back on.
Yep. Have a good one, man.
Take care, Benny.
See you.
God, I'm excited. Playoff highlight, dude. This is our first time watching the playoff highlight. This is gonna be great.
This is way more exciting than the CFP.
Hey, why are you poking the? You're just asking for it, Crick.
Way more exciting. Way more exciting.
Why is he bringing this on to himself, huh?
I want all the highlight.
You want all the highlight?
All of it.
Me too, dude. Me too.
Still want a Cesta.
I'm working on it for you.
But does anybody highlight our highlight people down there that take such good care of us that we love so much? Ain't y'all got any old Cestas laying around somewhere that we can get a Cesta, man?
Yeah.
I want a Cesta. I don't want a new Cesta. I don't need a new Cesta. I want an old Cesta. Give me one of those Cestas from 1974 or something, man.
or one that like has broke through. I don't. Do they get them like like a mitt that you can get like
right? Like have to it's like a wicker basket. So like
yeah, could they get it like restrung or whatever? Like a tennis racket can be restrung, or a baseball glove can be restrung.
We gotta talk about this real quick. Steps. I know you're gonna like this. Okay.
Food?
No, it's not food.
No.
We got to talk about preserved gold. All right. We live in unpredictable times with digital currencies on the rise, a 35 trillion national debt, and inflation still at a 40-year high. Tesla billionaire Elon Musk has warned that the U.S. dollar is heading for destruction and that these factors could bankrupt the U.S. Financial experts are urging Americans to prepare right now. That's why you should strongly consider physical gold and silver to help protect your accounts like IRAs and 401ks. Preserved Gold is giving away a free precious metals guide that contains essential information on how to help protect your accounts. Learn how you can put physical gold and silver into your IRA or 401k and even purchase precious metals for delivery directly to your home. All you need to do is text the word RUMBLE to 50505. That's RUMBLE to 50505. Preserved Gold has hundreds of 5-star reviews and millions of dollars in trusted transactions with satisfied clients. In addition to their free guide, you can also get up to $15,000 in free gold and silver with a qualified purchase. $15,000. Dang. Just text RUMBLE to 50505 to receive this exclusive offer. I have physical gold and silver. I'm not financial advisor. I'm just saying you should give, if you're interested in that, give these guys a call by texting RUMBLE to 50505. Get yourself protected today with real gold and silver. Booyah. 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 Okay. So we have a couple minutes. Should we go back and talk about the college football playoffs again?
No. What's up, Wolfanos? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here this morning. Snuck in there. Said, morning, boys. The Sweeney drew me in first. Not going to lie. And then Syracuse finally got ranked. He's thankful for that. That's baby.
Well, we were supposed to have Sweeney on, but we had a bumper for Benny because Benny, I mean, it's highlight. Highlight is more important. Right?
Absolutely.
So Sweeney, I think Sydney will come back tomorrow or Friday or something like that.
Whenever. Yeah. We'll get her in here, get her opinion on the college football playoff.
Yeah. Yeah. She totally understood.
Be about as important as everybody else's.
Yeah. Steps. I really like that Notre Dame sign behind you. Or
what about Trump?
I like that one too, but that Notre Dame's it does look really
good.
Yeah. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you just went recently, didn't you?
I went like two or 3 years ago. Is the last time I went up there.
Where'd you go this year? You went somewhere this year, didn't you?
I went they played here at Georgia Tech.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, because I felt like I remember you tailgating, seeing you tailgating or something like that.
I went to the game that I went to. It was the last game of the year, senior day or whatever. It was like -2 degrees, and I bought hot chocolate at the concession stand, and by the time I got back to my seat, it was cold.
Bummer.
Yeah, that's how cold it was.
Dude, Buku's on one today. I love it, Buku. Whatever you did today, sir, do it again tomorrow. You're on one today, my friend. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was giving Hamburger Helper tips out in the chat. They don't like Hamburger Helper, but it's okay.
Nobody likes Hamburger Helper, dude.
Well, I doctor it up. I swap things out. So like I don't use their noodles. I use my own noodles. So
Hamburger Helper sucks.
Yeah, it's what I learned to cook. That's how I learned to cook when I was like 9. That was the first thing I learned how to cook.
Oh, that's fair.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Real quick, I need to remind me tomorrow. We won't have time today, but I need to get your guys' opinion and chat. Do your homework. I need your opinion too. So I'm in these pools and they're fun. And this week they're doing this. I don't know why this week they're doing it, but you got to pick 6 players, and you just get their fantasy points. And they don't care who you pick. They put 20. They put what? 20 quarterbacks. I think it was. Let me see the rules. Hold on. Actually, hold on. I think they say it right here. Let's see. They picked 20. They took the top 20 QBs, top 20 running backs, top 30 wide receivers, and top 5 tight ends. You could pick any 6 of those, and most points wins. So we got a huge list here. I kind of went through and was looking at some matchups. Yeah. So who do you guys think we should pick for these? It's kind of tough though, because it's like, do you want to go quarterbacks? But then quarterbacks don't always get the most fantasy points. The two quarterbacks I like this week is Joe Burrow, because I think he's going to light up Dallas. I think they're done even thinking about running the ball. I think they're just going to try to put up points and just do it through there. And then I think Kyler Murray's going on. You got Kyler Murray with the factor of his legs. And if you look at Arizona the last 2 weeks, they've outstatted their opponents. They should have won both of those games, one against Seattle and then 2 against Minnesota. They beat them up on the stats. So I think they're going to be highly motivated here, having Seattle come down to their stadium. And I think Murray's going to have himself a day. So I went that. I'm not like locked in on any of these. I was just my initial thoughts. So those are the 2 QBs I like. All the other ones, I'm like, I don't know, kind of so. But then I was thinking,
I just tripped out so bad. I was looking at Josh Allen up top, and I thought it was the Allen quarterback for San Francisco, and I was trying to figure out why he had 22 points.
Why you're checking for that?
That's Brandon.
Yeah, I know it's Brandon. I don't know. I was tripping out there for a second.
Brandon ain't even on this. He ain't even on.
Dang, they got Jordan Love rated pretty low he's going up against Detroit.
Yeah, but I don't want to do any of those because it's a Thursday night game. You know what I mean? Like
Devin Achan's probably a good
Thursday night games are so tough to predict. But then you got CeeDee Lamb and Tyreek Hill. I think could both have some big games. I think the Dallas Cincy Monday Night Football is just going to be scoring. Just bet the over. You know what I mean?
Take Ridley.
Both teams defense are playing shitty. I think they're just going to light it up. I don't know. Could be wrong. And then Calvin Ridley. You got this Jackson. You got this Jackson
revenge game.
Not that, but there's games where when Calvin Ridley's on, he scores like all the points for Tennessee.
He played for Jacksonville. That's where he just came from.
I know. I like it. I like the angle, the revenge angle there. But I just think Calvin Ridley. I think that's like a sleeper.
I think you should take Achan over Tyreek Hill.
You think Achan?
Yeah, dude, he's a machine, man.
Tyreek ain't been doing shit, man.
That's why I love it.
Okay.
He's gonna be matched up against Sauce.
I already know that A Case is gonna tell me to take Juwan Jennings. And look who I put on there. And you guys probably would never guess that. Marvin Harrison Jr. gonna have a big game against Seattle. Huh? Adam Thielen it. Scored a touchdown last week. We keep that momentum going. I don't know how you pick a tight end.
Trey McBride.
You would take Trey McBride over.
Dude, they're giving him. He's getting 20 fantasy points a game. He's catching 12, 13 balls a game, dude.
Tight end over a wide receiver or a running back.
He just played Seattle a couple weeks ago and scored like 25 points against them.
Which do we think that's likely to happen again? What are
I do, yeah.
Probabilities?
They're literally putting their whole offense around him right now. He's running the ball. He's catching passes. He's getting 15 targets a game.
I got to get you signed up for this, Greg. I think it's like $10 for this contest. I'm going to send you a link.
Hold on, scroll back down there. Who was that? Because I think you need to come off of this one. Keep going all the way down to the bottom. Marvin Harrison Jr. Come off that one too. I just feel like he doesn't put back-to-back games together.
Okay.
What did you do
last game?
He scored a touchdown.
You're right. Okay.
Points last game. I like Trey McBride. They're using that offense to try. They're doing everything to try to get him.
Is he ever going to score a damn touchdown though?
That's the thing. He don't even have to. If he ever does put a touchdown in there, he's scoring 20+ points without scoring a touchdown. So if he ever puts
how is Tampa Bay? How is Tampa Bay against tight ends? Their defense.
I mean, it's Brock's the tight end, so that you might as well look those rankings out, put those out the window because they're going to throw to that guy. And he's also like Trey McBride, going to get 15 targets a game, and he's going to catch.
But if
9
Tampa's good against tight end, it's going to be.
They'll scheme up to it, man. He's going to get his. Brock's going to get his in that game.
All right.
And they're just middle of the road.
Isn't this tough though? This is kind of tough because you can choose any of these guys.
Is this kind of like what we did for your? Remember last year after we got done with your buddies league for the playoffs, we had that where you could pick everybody.
It's something similar to that, yeah. Except like for there, you had slots, like you had to do 1 QB, 2 running back. This you can do any. You could do all 6 QBs if you want,
and that's what a lot of people are going to do. And that's not what you want to do.
No, you do not. No, you do not. I was even debating what I was only going to do 1 QB, but right now that's where I'm kind of at.
I like the 2 you got there with Joe Burrow and Kyler. I think that's respectable points.
The only reason why I got Kyler is because Seattle's defense hasn't been playing all that great, and just Kyler he hasn't ran much lately, and this is a must-win game for them. that I think, the run factor, fantasy points wise, it's too huge to pass up on, because I feel like it's throw everything out. We have to win this game, so you're going to do whatever you got to do to win the game.
Yeah, I think so too. You should have it. It's at Arizona too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I think Collins's gonna have a big game.
I thought about throwing Kirk Cousins in there. You want to know why? Actually, I did put Kirk. See, I'm in that other pool where you have to pick a quarterback who's going to. The goal is to find who's going to throw the most passing yards that week, and then you can't reuse them the rest of the season. I picked Kirk Cousins. He's thrown a lot of yards in Minnesota.
I start to say it really might not be a bad pick this week. I forgot all about the revenge factor and stuff, but I still think they're going to score a bunch of points in that game.
Everyone's talking about how he's a bum and he's old and he sucked last week.
I think Atlanta's just going to try to win a game.
I think Kirk's going to go in there and win the game. I mean, he's familiar with it. We know he's got OCD, he's a creature of habit.
Is it 1 o'clock?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Primetime Kirk Cousins.
1 o'clock Kirk Cousins, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. Man, you guys have been wild in the chat today. Appreciate you. Appreciate Rumble putting us on up top and getting some exposure to all the new people that are here. We, of course, love all our OGs. Blue got muted? What did Blue do?
Well, I have to be fair and consistent in the chat. We had a lot of mRNA talk going on, and he.
Wow, you're muting mRNA and Buku. Wow, Buku got the mute. Man,
I have to be fair.
These moderators are tough.
These bots come in here and talk. I got to be fair. I got to be fair.
All right, fair enough. Okay, we appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with us today. To all of you that are new, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. To the OGs, smash the like button. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, to talk all things college football, because it's college football week, baby. That's all we talk about here on Game On. But until then,
good luck,
good gambling,
and Game On.